everyone, my name is Allie Peck and I am 29 years old from New York, New York, and I'm very jazzed today to be auditioning for the full-time host position for your network. So a little bit about me, since this is my audition, is that I started as a student at Fordham University, and that's really where I realized that I wanted to be a host. I've been always dabbling with acting and film and always loved being in front of the camera, but there was a piece that was missing for me when I was just acting in a play or in a movie because I wasn't giving back to the viewer. And I really found that out when I started working for High Times magazine. I was their on the street correspondent as well as their cooking show host, and I realized that I was giving something back to the viewer. It was information, or it was a great recipe, or it was a way for people to share their views, and I was that catalyst that was allowing them to do that. And I thought to myself, wow, this is where I want to be. I want to be able to help others through hosting. And that's really why I'm here for you today, because I find that these networks are a way for us to shop responsibly. And let me tell you, all of us need a little bit of honing in on what we buy since there's so much on the market right now. So continuing with my education, I started working with Patricia Stark. Now, if you don't know who she is so fantastic when it comes to fine-tuning what you want to do with your hosting. And she made me realize that I really wanted to be on a shopping network. Now, why? Why, when I was doing something kind of completely different, would it be better to be in front of a shopping network? And here's why. Because I love product. I love giving back. And while I was working with her, I got the opportunity to be a guest host on QVC for Valerie Joseph Hair. And as you can see, I love me some hair. So I did a cream for your split ends, which my split ends were actually a mess when I went on the show, and thank God, because of the product, I actually have better hair now. And I went on in front of those cameras and completely fell in love with it, because not only was I having to represent a brand that I really believed in, but I wasn't allowed to say anything that wasn't true. So all the claims that you're hearing from a person coming to you on one of these shopping networks is so true. And that's pretty amazing. So my hosting continued. I started working with an education company, as well as I started working full-time for a privately owned fragrance house, actually one of the largest in the world, as a project manager. In that time, I was working with fragrance and cosmetics and skincare, and I really was in charge of making sure that the juice went into the bottle from a sales perspective. Now, taking the host experience and now taking this new experience where I was learning about consumer trends, consumer insights, millennials, Gen Z, what's on the cutting edge, what's going to be coming up, sustainability, how can we be more respectful towards the environment and responsible as consumers. And I thought to myself, let me bring all of those tools together and go for my dream job, which is to be a full-time host for your network. Now, I know why we need these networks. It's really important, especially now, that we have people that are passionate and excited to go on air for their product. And that's for two reasons. Number one is the in-store experience right now. I don't know about you, but the minute I go into a department store or a Sephora or Home Depot or any store where I have to buy something that I'm not too sure about, I am completely overwhelmed. Completely. I walk in, there's all this product here, there's all this product here, there's a skincare, there's cosmetics, there's this, there's that, and I am like, what do I choose? I personally have really dry skin, and I go in that store and there's like 12 different lotions that work for 12 different areas of dry skin. You know, if you have scaly skin or alligator skin or whatever that case may be. And then if I have to go into a face oil, or it's just too much. Way too much. I'm overwhelmed the minute I walk into a store. And by the way, I can go up to someone and ask for help, but they're really there to represent all of the brands that are there. So how can I make an educated decision there? Sure, I can try everything on my arm and whatnot, but how do I know what's the best thing? I go in, let's say, for a fragrance. I'm walking into the store. 4 different people have sprayed me as I'm walking in the store. How do I know what I'm actually smelling? And also there's pressure. Do I have to buy right there? So what are a lot of our consumers doing? A lot of Gen Z, a lot of millennial, they're going online. They're trying it out in store and they're going online. Okay, great. You go online, you see the product, you buy it. Okay. But here's the question. Still, how do you know this is the right product for you? You tested it in store, you're checking online, maybe you're reading a few reviews. Let's go through those reviews and see if this is a good product. There's always that one though. There's always that 1-star review that hated the product. It's the worst thing that I've ever put on my skin. It turned me blue, or whatever the situation is, and it completely confuses you to find the right product for you. So now you have this in-store experience, number 1, this at-home experience online, number 2, and both of them together. And they're not really doing anything for you because you don't know, is this the right product for you? Because you don't have someone educated on the product to talk to. Now here comes the shopping network, QVC, HSN. They're coming into your home on your television while you sit on your couch and explaining to you responsibly the different claims and benefits of this product. They're showing you firsthand. They're coming into your living room as a friend. And that's what I believe in. That's how you're getting a real education, because those guest hosts are either founders of the product or they're educated guest hosts such as myself, where I got to learn every in and out. And the network made sure that those claims could be traced back for the consumer. And that's so important. Honestly, that's the only way I feel is the most responsible way to shop these days. So here I am, so excited. Opportunity to work as a full-time host, dream job. And I know that I wanted to represent 2 different categories within the fragrance industry today. Number 1,